it's me, Kristen. This video probably won't be of interest to a lot of you, but maybe some of you. I thought I'd make a video. I got an email from someone wondering where I buy my clothes, or my favorite places to shop. So, I do really like clothes. I'm sorry, I always use like too much. Anyway, sorry about that. So I love to clothes shop, but because I'm a larger size person, maybe skinnier people don't really know this, but like when you get into larger size clothes, it's really kind of hard to find shops that carry the larger sizes, because most shops like the Gap and Kohl's and Target even, and like Nordstrom and Macy's and whatever else, most of those places don't really do plus sizes that much. Maybe they'll have a small section, or I think the Gap has up to size 3X or 4X online, but they don't have it in the store. Somehow they don't want fat people shopping in their stores or something, because it would look bad, or I don't know what. So a lot of places don't have clothes for larger size people. So and so then you get relegated to the fat girl shop, but even though there aren't that many fat girl shops really. So and then a lot of, especially when I was growing up, when I was younger and stuff, a lot of the places that carried plus sizes were granny outfits and really ugly clothes and nothing fashionable or exciting, and I've just been kind of I get very excited about cute clothes and stuff, just like any girl would who was younger, but I could never wear anything because it was oh yeah, I'm too fat. So, and now I'm an even larger size, so it is really difficult to find clothes. And I guess that's something that skinny people just take for granted, because you can buy t-shirts wherever you want. You can buy those organic clothes if you want, or it's hard to be environmentally friendly or socially conscious about where you buy your clothes when you're shopping for fat clothes, because they just don't make the clothes for larger size people. Sometimes I get mad at the environmental movement, because it is very classist, and it's very single-minded sometimes, and very not very exclusive. They don't seem to appreciate people of various sizes or colors, or I don't know about colors, but it just seems like it's a very white, upper middle class kind of trend, or phenomenon, or culture, or whatever, or hippie kind of. I don't know how to explain it, but it doesn't seem very inclusive to me. So that's one of the reasons I have a hard time, getting involved with the environmental movement. And anyway, so that's off track. But anyway, so it's kind of hard to find clothes. Anyone who's fat will probably understand that. But there are places that, so basically I shop online for clothes, because there's one place where I can shop, and they don't really have anything in the physical store. There's one store where I can shop. I don't really like their stuff at all. So I shop online mostly, and the main places where I shop are this one place called Olapopkin.com, and they have so many cute things, and they go up to size 36, 38, and but most of their stuff is between sizes 12 and 32, 34, and I mean, for a fat person, that's really cute stuff. And I usually get stuff on sale because they are kind of expensive, but their quality of clothing is really excellent. I think they're like European-based company or something, but I really love that store the most. And sometimes there are other stores like Kiona.com and Woman Within, and J. Jill has sizes up to 4X in their catalogs, not in their stores though. And I think the Gap goes up to 3X maybe online, and Eddie Bauer goes up to 4X in their catalogs and online. And let's see, Junonia is a good one. They go up to like 6X. I've gotten some things at what is it called? Just the name escapes me right now. I don't know. Anyway, there's Big on Boutique that has a lot of swimwear. And anyway, there's a whole bunch of online places. Some of them are smaller, and some of them are just regular, like catalog places. But yeah, I guess I'd have to say my favorite all-time one is Ulla Popkin, because they have really cute stuff. Actually, that's where I got this shirt from. I got it on sale. It's actually a sweater. I don't know if you can see it. I got it on sale, and it was only like, I don't know, it was like maybe $12 or something, like something really cheap. And because they recently had this huge sale, and I got some stuff, like a lot of stuff, although I shouldn't have, because I'm totally broke. But anyway, so I just want to talk about that and say, I think it's really irritating that fashion has to be like segregated like that. Like, oh no, we can't make plus sizes, or like, what about people who are like 7, 8, 9, 10X? Where do they shop? Because like some of these places don't go up much higher than like 4X or 5X, and it just makes it even more difficult to be overweight. Is like, you can't feel good about yourself because, nobody even makes clothes to fit you. So how do you even go out of the house if you can't have any clothes? I mean, unless you're going to make your own clothes, I guess, or, it's really irritating, and, it's just like, it makes you feel like, kind of like a second-class citizen. I know it sounds really stupid and silly to say that when it's just, it's clothes. Who cares? It's like all about fashion or whatever, but unless you experience it, like when you're growing up, and or even when you're an adult, and you're actually physically regulated to a different store. It's like a different drinking fountain for the fat people, and they can't mix with the skinnies, and all that. It's just, why does it have to, there's so many fat people. You think that we could, boost the economy with our clothing purchases and stuff. So I guess hold on. Okay, hi everybody, I'm back. I just was interrupted there for a minute. Anyway, I was ranting about fat clothes, and oh yeah, I think I was saying something about, you'd think that with all the money that could be made off of, if there's an obesity epidemic and so many fat people in the world, then you'd think that clothing companies and designers would like want to get in on some of that cash flow, because fat people have to wear clothes too. So it's kind of, like prejudice wins over money, I guess. I don't know, is what I'm saying. So, I guess that's all I have to really say about the clothing thing. I just think it's ridiculous that it's like separate from normal people's clothing, and it just, it's always been, like, just irritating to have to go to fat shops and stuff. But anyway, I am very glad that there are at least some places where I can buy clothes online and stuff. And my recommendation to anyone who is buying clothes out of a catalog or online or something, just make sure you get your right measurements according to what the website or catalog suggests, and you shouldn't have too much of a problem. Some clothing places fit differently than others, so the reason why I like Olapopkin so much is because they make all their own clothes. Like sometimes Woman Within and stuff, they buy clothes from other like designers or clothing labels, and then they sell them through their catalog. But so the sizing is sometimes varied. But with Olapopkin, they make all their own clothes, so all the sizing is the same. So, within reason that it's gonna probably fit if another thing fits. They do have different styles of clothes, so, some clothes fit tighter than others, or some are looser. They'll say like oversized fit or relaxed fit or tight fit, or what is it called, slim fit or something. So yeah, I guess that's my little rant there about fat clothes, and I better go answer that email now. Okay, talk to you guys later. Bye.